sure.
Yes, yes.
Day, you feel me?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. What's up, Bo? What's up, Zip? Man,
What's good? Blessings.
peace and
We
love,
gotta,
peace
we
and
gotta, we
love.
gotta open up the room. You see on the bottom where it says, open it up.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, when we open it up, they're gonna start coming on there. I'm gonna start bringing people in. So you gotta start like talking when you open up the room to get the room vibing. You know?
Yes. Okay. So hit everyone.
No, open up, right?
Oh,
Open it up
uh
to
huh.
everyone.
Okay, everyone. Got it.
Okay, it's there.
All right, all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the room. Yes, this is your host, Dion Sylvester. I want to welcome everybody to the room. Make yourself at home. Yeah, the topic is up there. What does the phrase sit on your money mean to you? You know, before I even say anything about what it means to me, I would definitely like to invite all the people on up to the platform so everybody can have a mic and speak. You know, have a platform. This is a platform where everybody gets to share. You know, everybody's a business owner, you're an entrepreneur, you work a 9 to 5, you got a schedule, a shift somewhere. Everybody's doing something to make an income. So once you get that income, it's like, okay, now I got my money. Now the question that I'm posed to you guys before we get into it is, man, what does sit on your money mean to you? So, Kimberly, I see you up on the floor. You stepped up here. We want to welcome you to the floor. Let us know, Ms. Kimberly, what does it mean with the phrase sit on your money? What does that mean to you?
Okay, I think that's like American lingo, but if you don't mind giving like a background on what sit on your money means to those who aren't in America, say.
Okay. That's why it's the question is openly phrased. When you hear it, man, you got to sit on your money. Man, I got this money I'm saving for this. I got to put up some money for that. Or, you know, I got to make a future purchase. Or I'm saving for a rainy day. It can mean a myriad of things. So that's why I posed the question before we, you know, get this thing launched. What does it mean specifically to you? Do you work hard every day, Kimberly, right? You work for your money.
Yeah.
All right.
In my eyes, it does seem as if like, you know, you gotta stay on your grind, do your work in it. Don't be sitting around just doing anything. You need to stack your money up and stay on your grind, literally. And by stay on your money, it's just, in my eyes, means consistency. And that being consistent and making your money is practically by you owning your I don't want to curse, but owning your
Say what you need to say, Kim.
doing your work and practically producing a lifestyle that you want to make for yourself by practically someone called sit on your money.
I like what you said. You said a key word in there, Kim. You said consistency. And when you're working for it, and if you're putting it up, it's something that has to be consistent. When you get paid, you get paid once. Most people are master spenders, man. We get paid and we spend that money, some of us faster than we get it. But some of us actually do have a deposit. Money is deposited into our account, and we have a separate account for savings. I would openly admit that if you got a checking and a savings account, just tap your money. You got two different accounts. Okay, all right, that's basically how it is. When we sit on our money, that S is the savings. It's really an acronym. And guys, see what I mean by sit on your money, it's an acronym. And we're going to get deep into it because you want to, what I do when I sit on my money is save it, I invest it, and I tithe it. Okay, what does that mean? For every dollar that I earn, I save 10% of it, I invest 10% of it, and I tithe 10% of it, which means I live off 70% of my money. Can everybody do that right out the gate? No, honestly, you can't. Let's take a person who have a $4,000 a month income. You make $2,000 every 2 weeks after taxes. If I told you right now you got to live off of $2,800 of it, Kimberly, could you do that?
Most definitely not. So
It's a hard transition for most of us to do that.
yeah,
It is. Let me. I'm gonna share a story with you guys because I'm spiritual. The Father, I believe in the Father. That's my head of my household, and I just gotta give you this parable. And some of you probably heard it. It's the story of the king who had 3 servants who he gave them talents, and he went on a trip. Some of you guys might remember this. He gave one of them 5 talents. He gave one of them 2 talents, and he gave one of them 1. Now, the talent, you can look at it as, in today's term, a paycheck. So the master gave each one of them 5 paychecks. He gave one of them 2 and gave one of them 1. When he came back, he said, hey, you with the 5, what did you do with it? He said, sir, I took those 5 that you gave me, I multiplied them, and I turned it into 10. He went to the second one. He said, I gave you 2 talents. What did you do with it? He said, I took those 2 talents or 2 paychecks that you gave me, I flipped them and I turned them into 4. Then he went to the one who gave the 1 talent. And he said, what did you do with yours? He said, sir, I knew you was going to go on a long trip. I took it, I buried it, I wrapped it up in a bow and ribbon, and I knew you was coming back today, and I went and I unburied it, and I'm presenting it to you right here. And he said, take that 1 talent from him and give it to the one who turned it into 10. Why did he do that? Now, you might not like this story, but what I want you to do is remember it. Because whatever you don't employ, you forfeit. If you are getting a paycheck and you are not saving and investing and giving a portion of your paycheck, you are going to forfeit that entire paycheck. That is why we are robbing Peter to pay Paul, living week after week after week. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of you guys are in a position to leave an inheritance to your grandchildren? Be honest. I mean, literally leave an inheritance. If you pass today, your children's children would be well off because of decisions that you made financially today. It's not many of us that can do that. Because we are living paycheck to paycheck, man, and we are spending that paycheck without saving, investing, and tithing. It's what we need to do systematically. Let me ask a question. Is there anybody in here that's 30 years old or under? If you're under 30, come on up to the room, guys. I mean, this is an open forum. If you are 30 years old and younger, come up to the microphone. I got a question for you. Bando. 30 years. How old are you, Bando?
29.
You're right at 30. Now, here's what, according to Fidelity, this is what Fidelity says. By the time that we're 30, you should have the equivalent of your salary in 1 year saved up in a separate account. So, Bando, you know what you make per year. That's nobody's business what you make per year on your job.
Yeah.
Do you have a separate account with that amount for the year put up? Honestly.
About half of it.
Because most of us don't, man. And by the time you're 40, you know, you're supposed to have 3 times that. By the time you're 50, you're supposed to have 6 times that. By the time you're 67, you're supposed to have 8 times that. Guys, see, what I'm saying is I'm giving you a shock therapy. We're not sitting on our money. We're not saving, investing, and tithing. Systematically. She said that word, Kimberly said at the beginning, consistently. If you consistently, Kimberly, had a $4,000 a month income and you saved 10% of it, how much is 10% of $4,000? That's $400. You're saving $400 every time, every month. You're investing $400 every pay period. If you have a business, you need to be investing in your business anyway. You need to have a set account set up for it. But we're not thinking that, Lauren. A lot of us live off 100% of our paycheck, and we're making saving decisions out of that. We're making investing decisions out of that. We're making tithing decisions out of that whole 100%. That's why we have generational poverty and not generational wealth. We have to change that, guys. We have to switch it up. I'm talking to my business owners. That's what I'm talking to. And my business owners, let me ask you, guys, step up to the room. Come up to the room. I got some more questions I want y'all to ask. Put me to the fire. If you a new and aspiring business owner, tap your mic right now. If you know that you got a business, but it's not giving you the profitability that you wanted to have right now today, tap your mic. Sybil.
Cyborg and Kimberly tap their mic.
All right, I see that was Sybil. I think it's Sybil. Am I saying it right, Sybil?
Yes, sir.
Sybil. All right. What kind of business do you have, Sybil?
I have a beauty and barber school.
Okay. Beauty and a barber school. So the girls and the guys is plugged into that.
I programs, nail technology, aesthetics, barbering, and cosmetology.
Let me ask you this, Sybil. Is it local or is it something that you can make nationwide where you can teach what you do, not just in your local city and state? Can you do it nationwide?
I can offer it online, but I would have to figure out how to do the practical part,
Absolutely.
the hands-on part for them.
Absolutely. See, that's what we bring here in this forum, because a lot of us, we have the business, we already got the gift that the Father gave us. What we need is externally, man, who gonna help me do this marketing? Who gonna help me do this advertising? That's what we need. And see, when I plug with Bo, when I plug with Zip, and they put me into this program, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Clubhouse, I'm 50 years old, guys. Clubhouse is a new thing to me. So new that I've had the app a year and never made any money off of it. None. Because I didn't understand the marketing side of it. I got a product, I got a service, just like you, Sybil. I didn't know how to market it until I plugged into Bo, until I plugged into Zip, and they say, this is the steps that you need to take. Do you believe in yourself, Sybil?
I do.
Do you believe in the business that you built from the ground up with your two hands?
Say what now?
Do you believe in the business that you've built with your two hands? Do you firmly believe it? If you got the belief, all you need to do is plug in. Just, if anybody listening, if you know you got a business and you are not reaching the social community that you want and need to, just back channel the word marketing assistance to Bo or Zipline, either one of them. Just not me. Don't back channel me, because they put me on this. All I'm sharing with you guys is the mindset of when you get $1 in your hand, how do you multiply it so you can create generational wealth for your children? Sybil, you have a business that you can multiply, build in your state and multiple states, turn it into a chain, and then now, because you plugged into this marketing system right here with just the power of Clubhouse, you can reach so many people, bless so many lives, just by investing and plugging with the right team. Then you also have to, let me switch gears. How many, because I see my ladies in here. Any ladies got children? If you got kids, let me hit your microphone. Diversity got children. Mikhail got kids. Let me ask you guys, did any of y'all receive allowance when y'all was little? If you received allowance, Bo, Zip, if you received allowance when you was little, hit your mic. Okay, so we remember we was little, we got the allowance as kids. Now, I'm finna switch gears on you guys. Don't you want to give your children 10 times, 100 times more the allowance that we used to get when we was kids? Absolutely, you do.
Hell no.
Yes, you know you want. Oh, your kid's bad. She said, hell no. No, but on the serious side though, when your kids ask for their allowance or they need help, especially those ones in college, because when I was in college, I had to get Western Union or MoneyGram and wait for the mail to come. But now we got Cash App and Zelle. Kids get money immediately. Do you know what? I'm going to drop this jewel on you guys. I'm going to hand this over to Bo before we do this. But all you kids, all of y'all that got children, that got Cash App, instead of sending them $10, $20 for Cash App, I want you to scroll to the bottom, hit that little investment button. Buy your kids some Tesla every 2 weeks. Buy them some Nike every 2 weeks. Buy them some Walmart every 2 weeks. Imagine if you did that and bought and invested into your children's future when they're 18 and 21. They're part owners of these Fortune 500 companies. These are the
Dion,
yes.
Dion, let me just pipe in here for a second.
Go ahead,
because I really don't have a lot of time, but let me say something.
Yes.
To you, okay. I don't understand what the phrase "sit on your money" means.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what that means. So I actually came on and I wanted to ask about that. And the reason I say hell no about giving kids more money for allowance is because in the first place, you need to teach your children financial literacy before you give them anything. If you're not teaching your children financial literacy, then if you give them money, they won't know what the heck to do with it. So there's no reason to give them anything unless they're going to know what to do with it. Secondly, when you're talking about giving stocks, that's what I do. People do not receive gifts from me and my husband anymore. We give them stocks and cryptocurrencies.
Beautiful.
And the hand that you see on my hand right now, on my picture, is my granddaughter. She's 4 years old. She already has a wallet. She already owns Bitcoin.
Awesome.
So to me, it's like, when you talk about creating generational wealth, but you don't teach them how to invest in themselves, like you said, 10% of everything you earn needs to go into an account, so you pay yourself first, number one. Who do you pay second? The tax man. So you need to put a tax account, and you need to put money into your tax account, especially when you know you're investing in stocks or crypto or whatever, because if you take any money out of that and you go ahead and spend it, a friend of mine, his friend put some money in cryptocurrency, made some money, took the money out, bought 2 houses. Very nice, right?
Great investment.
She bought 2 houses, really good. Then the tax man came knocking because she didn't realize that she couldn't just spend everything that she took out, but she never put aside any money in a tax account, so that when the tax man came knocking, she could go, here's your portion, here's my portion, I can spend my portion. So what we're really talking about here, for me, where I really see the conversation going is talking about financial literacy.
And it is.
I think that the clickbait is really great with the, what does the phrase "sit on your money" mean to you? However, we're really talking about financial literacy, and I think that's where we really need to be having the conversation, a very serious conversation about financial literacy when it comes to our children, because they are the future. And when we're talking about building generational wealth, it doesn't need to start so much with us, then it needs to start with them. Because if we really expect to start to have and carry on generational wealth, we can do a lot of work to create generational wealth. But if we leave that wealth behind and we haven't taught them what to do with it or how to manage it, they're going to screw it up for themselves.
I agree.
And so we really need to focus on generational wealth, and we really need to make a lot of knowledge available when it comes to financial literacy to the younger people, so that when we do work hard to leave that generational wealth behind, they don't screw it up.
I agree 1,000%. No, you made a valid point, because that's how I started the room when I opened it up. I don't know if you were there at the beginning, but SIT is the acronym. The SIT is Save, Invest, and Tithe on your money. And the back channel is, there wasn't the dots in there, diversity, so that didn't pique the interest of, well, what is the acronym for it? But yes, the program, Sit on Your Money program, is actually designed to do that specifically, to teach financial literacy from the basis of just $1. The simplest dollar that goes into your hand needs to be broken down: 10% saving, 10% investing, 10% tithing. For an actual person that owns a business, then that's 6 accounts, which I didn't want to get into that right now, because now once you are a business owner, that's tax-free money first. It's not taxed. So that money, you take 20%, put it into a certain account, 10% save, 10% invest. But that was a little bit deeper. I didn't want to go at that level yet. This was my first introduction to the challenge. But I do appreciate you pointing that out as far as the title, so it can be tightened up when we proceed and go further, so it can have that focus totally on the financial literacy piece. When you walk into the room, you'll know exactly what you're expecting. So I definitely appreciate that feedback on that, diversity. Absolutely.
No problem at all. And it's a good title, because it's clickbait. I mean, it gets people to click enter in and see what it's all about, and then they can learn if they sit and listen about what you're sharing and what you're offering. I think it's really great that you're doing this, and just want to make sure I give you some flowers there, because too often I go into a lot of spaces where people are wasting their time, having conversations about complete needless and unnecessary topics. This is something that's very much needed. And in particular in our communities. And so I'm really, really pleased to see that you are here and you're having these conversations. I'm done speaking.
Thank you very much. I mean, I have to take my hat off to both. I have to take my hat off to Ziploc, because like I say, I've been in a lot of different rooms in the Clubhouse, and you're right, there's been a lot of hot air that's been blowing in the room, so I've just come and gone. And I felt that I really needed to bring something of value, but the only way that I could bring something of value is if I was connected with the right people. And they had to let me know, hey, you can't even be a part of the community unless you're bringing value. So with that, for me, financial literacy is important. Generational curses need to be broken and replaced by generational wealth. But the only way that we can do that, when we say allowance, because we received allowances, diversity, when we were little, but we didn't know financial literacy. My grandfather is a righteous man. I want to believe that he was, even though the scripture says the righteous man will leave an inheritance for his children's children. He passed, I didn't have one. Does that mean he wasn't righteous? No, it just means that he wasn't well educated on financial literacy. So when we are in this position, I'm a business owner, or I make XYZ, I want to make more money. That's why I'm tapping into these clubhouses to multiply my income. So when you're doing that and you say, I know I save, I know I invest, I give money away. Do you invest in yourself and make your business grow? If not, it's going to be exactly where it is. You're going to be stagnant. And
I love what you're saying, Dion. You are preaching to the choir. I love it. I love it. I love it. Investing in yourself, that's something that people do not seem to do. They like to invest in expensive clothes and shoes, but let me tell you something. You better go show me in your Excel sheet, show me in the Excel spreadsheet where your return on investment is in those expensive clothes and shoes that you're buying. Yes. Because all that happens with those things is over time, they lose value. They don't really appreciate value. I mean, unless it's some astronomical pair of these insane running shoes people are buying for a few $100 that end up being a few thousand. But, you'd have to spend an awful lot of money in them running shoes to be getting some money back on it. But anyway, I just, you're doing such a good job. It's really great that you're having this conversation. I'm just excited about it. So I'm going to sit back and just listen and let the conversation carry on. Thank you.
Thank you, Diversity. Anybody else that want to chime in, please feel free to unlock your mic. We're talking about sit on your money. Welcome to the room, guys. And the phrase, I do apologize. I didn't put the acronyms S.I.T. I didn't put the dots there because it's an acronym. What does sit on your money mean to you? And it's broken down into save, invest, and tithe. Every dollar that you earn, you should be saving 10% of it. What are you saving for? That's none of our business, but you know a future purchase that you're looking for, a car, a house, the prom for your children. You know what that is. Tithing. A lot of people give at church and they do it without an issue. Some people do it when they driving in their car, they see the homeless person on the side of the road. They give. But what you want to do is do it systematically with every dollar that you earn and create wealth. That's how you create wealth. It's not the amount that counts. Let me tell you that. Now, there's people that make a lot more money than me that are time free, but they spend their money. They don't have a system. It's not about the amount. It's the plan. What's the plan? Do you save? Do you invest in time? I invested in my money. I invested with Bo. And people say, well, you gave Bo money? No. I invested in myself because this Clubhouse has allowed me to speak openly to you guys and share my heart with you. Invite you to be a part of the Sit on Your Money movement. Be a part of the clan. Just go to the link and it's free. Just join the challenge. And we're here on Clubhouse 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But we get to be in a membership and talk about financial literacy together. And there's nothing like creating that synergy. But I would not be able to do this if it wasn't for Bo and showing me how to market. If I just want to just give it back to Bo. And anybody that has a business that is not reaching the people that you want to reach, you're not getting the level of sales that you want to do. Really, it boils down to sharing. All it is sharing your business with the right amount of people to get you the sales that you need every day. If you have the system in place to do that, you will get the results.
Consistency.
It's key. You have to do it every day. So who said that?
Come on, Bo gonna say it.
Come on with it, Bo. Tell them, talk to the people. What does it mean, consistency?
What I wanted to tell everybody today is if you got an online business, it's all about consistency. It's all about leverage. It's all about supply and demand because once you're on the internet and you're showing people exactly what you're doing, how you're making money, that's what my course entails. It helps you build money. It helps you build faith over fear, and it helps you build courage. It helps you build audience. It helps you build a lot of things because when we're on this internet, it's a money game. It's a money thing. Also, it's a numbers. The more numbers you have, the better it is. So you have to make sure that those numbers are adding up and you're more intentional on social media. And you guys, y'all make sure y'all give Dion a follow. I see your followers went up, and it's very important that Dion gets more better at speaking. That's why I'm just here listening because it's his first day, so I know how it is. So I'm just here listening, taking notes. Go ahead, Dion.
And I mean, I'm gonna be flat honest with everybody that is here on this platform. If you are looking at Clubhouse and you're like, man, is it a way to generate revenue from my business, and how can I use Clubhouse to make money and leverage? That's what we're here. That's what I made the decision to do. I mean, document the process. When I started with Bo, I said, bro, I've been on Clubhouse for a year. They sent me a notice saying you've been here for a year. Sybil, how long you been on Clubhouse? Diversity, Mocha, Stephanie, Celeste, how long have you guys been on Clubhouse?
Since October the 25th.
October, okay, brand new, so you barely knew a month. Okay. Celeste, you said when?
Since February this year.
Okay.
Studying about stocks.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, I started in
June, okay. What was that, Sybil? June as well. All right, so I got my year anniversary, and the question was posed to me, have you made any money from Clubhouse? I thought that was a strange question. No, I thought Clubhouse was like where you come in, you network, and you change and exchange ideas. And it's like, well, people have made a money by exchanging ideas and sharing ideas because that's what sales is. So I said, okay, I'm 50 years old, so I'm learning this thing, guys, on the fly. But just because I'm 50 don't mean I can't learn new things and generate extra income from my business. So of course I made the investment in myself to learn.
Okay, so the question was, did you make any money on Clubhouse? So I'm curious. I want to hear the answer to that question.
What's ironic is, before I launched on Clubhouse, when I set this up with Bo, I went to get my hair cut at the barbershop. And I was telling them, guys, have you ever made money off Clubhouse? And everybody's like, I got it, but I ain't never did it. And I was like, as a barber, you can sit in your chair, you can be cutting people's hair with your microphone in your ear, and you can host a Clubhouse and have a title something like, hey, barbers, did you know you can make money from Clubhouse while you're still cutting hair? And he was like, man, you can't do that. How did you do that? So I pulled up the app, and I said, you just start a room just like this. He was like, oh, man, that's crazy. I'll pay you just for the information. I'm going to give you your haircut for free. So for me just sharing that information about how you can monetize Clubhouse, I got a haircut for free. Have I made a transaction from Clubhouse? No, I haven't. This is my first room. But have I made money from talking about Clubhouse? Yes.
Just holding a room, though, on Clubhouse doesn't make you money. There's a lot more involved in that, isn't there?
There is. There is a lot more involved. That's why I've been on it That's why I've been on for a year and never made it. I'm sorry, Bo. I apologize. Go ahead.
Way more than just hosting the room. It gets deeper than that. But the first step is hosting and actually speaking and interacting. Like, see how he's interacting with you? Diversity, that's key right there. Because you guys are having a dialogue and y'all having conversation. So that's key. That's networking right there.
Right, like if you, just from this dialogue today, if you went to, say you went through my page and you went through my Instagram link, and you saw, oh, he has this, and the other. Oh, he got a free membership. Let me just join that. Being consistent on this Clubhouse platform, because that is key. I can't just do one Clubhouse platform and just be done. I'm sitting in front of my desk right now. I'm in professional mode. I have my eCam open. I'm live on Facebook while I'm on Clubhouse. I'm treating this as my business. And that's why I would say document your process. If you're starting at the beginning, I had 97 followers. Right now, at the end of this, I may have 110. Why is that? Because I've actually begun the process. You start with yourself. Well, if you start with me and join me for free, or you start with Bo and start your marketing campaign with Bo or with Ziploc, and you start with them, document your process. And then see where you are 30 days later after you've done 10 to 15 to 20 Clubhouse presentations consistently. Check your numbers. If you with me, I'm sitting on your money. I'm gonna make sure, hey, how much you made, how much did you save, how much do you invest? Do you have an investment bank already? Then you need to make an investment in yourself and in your business, and learn how to monetize Clubhouse with a network. You can't do this. I could not have done this without the expertise of Bo, without the expertise of Ziploc. I've been here a year in Clubhouse without this knowledge. But now that I'm plugged into the knowledge, I'm going to run with it. I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm going to document it. I'm going to share it with you. I'm going to be a clean slate through it. If you are here on all of these from now to the end, you're like, Dion, I see your growth. I see the way your speech pattern changed. I see how you answer the questions differently. I see how you slow down your speech. If you go through this journey with me, and I'm going to be a part of your journey with you, we're going to grow together. That's how we create this generational wealth. I work a 9-to-5 job, and I really, really love my job. Even if I made $5,000 or $10,000 or $20,000 from my phone, I would not be wanting to leave because I teach financial literacy at my job. So I wouldn't leave that. But I'm still going to document this journey, and any questions that's asked going to be bare bones, and give you 100% of me with my mentors right by my side and on the front of me. I hope that answered the question, though. I probably went a little long-winded. But
Hey, can I chime in?
Yes, please, Mocha. Go ahead.
Hey, y'all. This is Mocha T. I just basically want to just say, like, y'all got to get on the stage, too, before you can network. People got to hear your voice. They got to be able to trust you, and you got to also do call of action when you up here. You only got one chance, kind of, when you are on these stages and everything. I do enjoy this room. I'm not gonna lie, I started late saving my money and stuff and investing, but I want to do a change my generation curse like everybody else. So I'm like, I gotta start somewhere. I'm like, I started investing in myself. After that, and start getting up on these stages and actually talking to each and every person that's in this room that's listening now, and just directing them towards my Instagram so we can connect, because you can only get so much time. I know we got a time limit and stuff like that. You only get so much time, but get people in your DMs and actually network with them. I'm done, guys.
Thank you for that, Mocha. Definitely appreciate that.
Nah, Mocha, y'all said a handful, and he gonna be doing this room again, because at the end of the day, everybody got to start somewhere. Just like how I started here, even on my Instagram, I'm at almost 37,000 real followers, and on here, 7,200. Everybody starts at zero on this app. Where you end up on this app is what you put in. So you get what you put in. So now Dion starting his journey. He documented everything. Y'all make sure y'all follow him, because we're going to start a room tomorrow again. So it's all about value. It's all about being consistent. And Dion going to be the one being consistent. So y'all make sure y'all follow him, man. And we're going to close out the room in 1 minute. So I'll give you guys, ask any questions before we close out, because tomorrow we'll be back the same time, 7 p.m. Eastern time we'll be here. So y'all make sure y'all tap in.
The floor is open for 1 more minute. Anybody else want to add? I appreciate you guys giving me your time from the beginning to the end. And like I say, step up to the front. Keith, you got the floor?
Yeah, how you guys doing?
Peace and love,
Keith
brother.
been back channeling me. What's up, Keith? You been back channeling me a while. Why you ain't start yet?
It's a great question. I guess.
See, we got to get that investment bank right. We got to get that investment bank right.
We're trying to figure out, having trouble figuring out how to start.
We got to get that investment bank right, Bo. We got to get them right.
You gotta, you told me on the 18th, so I'll wait for you. But like I always tell people, man, when you look in the mirror, there's only one person that you gotta do it for. You gotta do it for yourself. And there's only one person you can fool. You only can fool yourself. So it's very important to be serious about what you're doing and start taking small steps forward, so you can start building your catalog, start building your audience, and start making money on the internet. Because I'm gonna be honest, it's a numbers game. That's why a lot of people is getting ignored. So you want to make sure you start building it up, so when people come to you, they come to you with respect. So it's very important when you got all your statistics lined up, all your ducks in a row.
Right. We're going to definitely get it, man. I appreciate you closing that down for us, man. Hey, in closing.
Close out.
Yes, sir. We're going to close it.
Dion's going to be back tomorrow.
Yes,
at
indeed.
7 p.m. with a new title. So y'all make sure y'all follow him, back channel him. Y'all got any questions for him? And y'all have a good night. God bless everybody. Stay active. Stay consistent. Stay on target. Know where you're using your money. And I appreciate it, man. He did a good job, y'all, man. Y'all felt like he did a good job.
Flowers, Dion.
Thank you.
Y'all sent him a follow, man. He did a good job. Today was his first day. He had the courage to step out on faith. Dion, you did a good job. I heard the way you was talking. Y'all make sure y'all follow him. I appreciate it.
Hey, I didn't tell nobody this. I was saving this for those who stayed on. If you go back there, you back channel me vacation. I'm gonna give away.
Check it out tomorrow.
I'm giving away one free vacation, a 3-day, 2-night vacation.
You did a good job today.
Bo, I'm giving away. Hey, Bo.
See what the topic is going to be for tomorrow. I'm very curious as well. All of my followers come from the women's groups that I I do on here about, you know, women in business and things like that, helping women to make the best business decisions for themselves. And I've monetized on Clubhouse not because of, you know, really doing rooms and things like that, just because of what I share and talk about in my knowledge in the rooms. And people, you know, DM me whether I like it or not. I never actually came on Clubhouse to make any money, but ended up getting requests for people for students. I even had requests from people to learn how to do what I do without me even putting it out there. So sometimes just being present and being in the space and people getting a chance to hear you speak about who you are and what it is you have to offer, you would be surprised sometimes how that'll happen, because like I said, I never came here to monetize, but I have clients this week that came to me by themselves or came to me by referral. I don't even advertise on this app, and I other than my bio, I don't even share with people really what I do. But I find it very interesting that people will just come and approach you. Most of it is just about being visible and being visible consistently. So Bo does have that right for sure. So I look forward to seeing a little bit more of you, Dion, and checking out your rooms.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We're going to stay on top of it.
Absolutely.
Everybody, y'all have a good night, right?
Have a good one, y'all.
Take care.
Thanks.
Take care.
I got one last question for you, Bo. I've been trying to follow your lives at 9 o'clock.
Follow me at 9 p.m. I got another client. That's why I got to, close off. I appreciate it. Back channel me if y'all got any questions. You want to host the room, or you got anything that you need to say, just back channel me. I'm here. Appreciate it.
All right.